where we get you top stories from around the globe. Now, starting with, in a sudden escalation of tensions between US and Venezuela. Now, President Trump has declared that the airspace over and surrounding Venezuela should now be treated as closed in its entirety. This announcement came through a brief Truth Social post with no operational details, no timeline and no explanation from the White House either. Venezuela, on its part, has now also issued a sharp response to that post. Venezuelan government says that Trump's comments are hostile, unilateral and arbitrary. And in fact, they also said that it shows what it calls colonial pretensions toward Latin America. Take a look at this report.
Venezuelans in Caracas expressed discontent after U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday declared that the airspace above and surrounding the country should be considered closed in its entirety. I think it's unfair, says resident Manuel Romero, adding that, quote, Venezuelans are not to blame, but they are the ones who pay the consequences. Another resident, Carmen Castillo, says it affects us a lot because many people abroad wanted to come home for Christmas, while others in Venezuela had plans to travel elsewhere to see family. Trump announced the closure in a Truth Social post, but gave no further details. Venezuela's government condemned his comments, describing them as a colonialist threat against the country's sovereignty and incompatible with international law. U.S. officials contacted by Reuters said they were surprised by Trump's announcement and are unaware of any ongoing U.S. military operations to enforce the closure. The Pentagon did not respond to requests for comment, and the White House did not provide any further explanation. Saturday's announcement follows months of U.S. strikes on alleged drug boats off Venezuela's coast and is Washington's latest way of ramping up pressure on Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, who the Trump administration has portrayed as having a role in supplying illegal drugs that have killed Americans. Maduro has denied having any links to the illegal drug trade. Reuters has reported that options under U.S. consideration included attempting to overthrow Maduro, and that the U.S. military is poised for a new phase of operations after a massive military buildup in the Caribbean. In Puerto Rico on Saturday, U.S. military aircraft were seen active at the former Roosevelt Roads Naval Base. Trump told military service members earlier this week that the U.S. would very soon begin land operations to stop suspected Venezuelan drug traffickers.
And now, viewers, drone shots captured Saturday, they show a little St. James, a small private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands. It was formerly owned by the late financier Jeffrey Epstein and then later sold by his estate to settle lawsuits. Several buildings, including a house, a pool, and a pier could be seen on the island southeast of St. Thomas. Remember, earlier this year, US President Donald Trump said that he never had the privilege of visiting Jeffrey Epstein's island, saying that he turned down an invitation from the convicted sex offender in what the president called a moment of good judgment. Now, since then, his administration has come under intense scrutiny over the way they have been handling files related to the Epstein's case, which of course have now led to questions being raised over President Trump's relationship with the disgraced financier. Remember, he died by suicide in a New York jail in 2019. And now, of course, his infamous island, we're getting you visuals of that. And now more news from the US. Activists in New York City protested near a General Services Administration. This happened in a parking lot on Saturday to prevent US Immigration and Customs Enforcement from leaving an immigration raid in the Manhattan area. Now, US President Donald Trump has surged immigration officers to major cities across the US, and this is all in an effort to reach historic levels of deportations, sweeping in many long-term residents and non-criminals. Now, more than two-thirds of the roughly 53,000 people have been arrested by the US Immigration and Customs Enforcement. This as of November 15th, in fact, and the people who have been detained had no criminal convictions according to ICE statistics. All right, that's the latest backlash that we're now witnessing from the people against the way ICE has been carrying out raids across the United States. Remember, it's part of Donald Trump's strategy to deport illegal immigrants from the United States. Now, this protest was in fact witnessed near a General Services Administration parking lot, and this was to prevent the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement from leaving for an immigration raid in Manhattan.
ICE out of New York! ICE out of New York! ICE out of New York!
Uncle, you? Good.
It's illegal. We need to collaborate with ICE.
And now on to Russia-Ukraine war. An unmanned sea drone has now struck a Russian Shadow Fleet oil tanker in the Black Sea. This happened off Turkey's coast in the early hours of Saturday. Now, Ukraine here has claimed responsibility, saying that its Sea Baby drones were used in this operation against Russia. Ukraine's security service, in fact, has now released a video as well, appearing to show two such tankers under attack. Now, the footage captures high-speed naval drones racing toward the ships, which is followed up by huge explosions tearing through their hulls. Now, an SBU official says that the strike was jointly carried out with Ukraine's Navy, targeting tankers believed to be moving Russian oil in violation of the sanctions. The vessels here, which have been identified as Kairos and Virat, were reportedly headed to a major Russian oil export hub, and which is when the attack took place. In fact, visuals of that attack on your screen right now. You can see how the tankers exploded just after the drones attacked the two vessels. On your screen, an unmanned sea drone can be seen, in fact, striking Russian Shadow Fleet. It's an oil tanker, which of course Russia continues to operate despite the sanctions that have been imposed on the country. Now, Ukraine here has claimed responsibility for this attack, saying that its Sea Baby drones were used in this very operation. In fact, Ukraine also released the video of the attack on your screen right now to show such two tankers under attack.